Her life was like a constant effort to inflate a balloon with a hole in it. At first, she didn't see the hole. She felt stupid and useless for not being able to perform the simplest task. She was out of breath and tired of trying. But she couldn't help herself. She was a perfectionist. She inhaled feedback from others and exhaled her newfound self-esteem. Each gasp of approval was released directly into her balloon, sustaining it until her next breath, leaving her temporarily satisfied. But of course, the air would always go on one side and out the other, exposing her artificial source of pride, eventually leaving her with nothing but an empty balloon, waiting to be blown up again. This was her life. Her life was like a constant effort to inflate a balloon with a hole in it. Ironic as it may sound, she was incredibly intelligent. A beautiful mind and a down-to-earth personality were compliments she often heard. Not to mention those about her physical beauty. The most delicious of any other words. She swallowed them whole, soaked them right up, and breathed them right in. A breath of fresh air. She used it to blow up her balloon. It grew bigger and bigger, swelling with confidence to the point you could barely tell it was flawed, that its substance was tainted, that it was damaged beyond the point of repair, until it started to shrink, smaller and smaller as it deflated, again leaving her with nothing but an empty balloon, waiting to be blown up again. This was her life. Her life was like a constant effort to inflate a balloon with a hole in it. I once confronted her with the truth. I told her the balloon was defective, that it would never be inflated no matter how hard she tried, because the air would always escape. She wasn't surprised. In fact, she had known about the hole for quite some time now. She'd kind of grown to like it, to be completely honest. It gave her a purpose, a goal to strive for. It seemed she was somewhat in denial that her goal would never be achieved, because even though she saw the hole, acknowledged the roadblock it created, she still felt as if it was her fault that the balloon would not inflate. And this was her life, blaming herself for her failures. She was trapped in an endless cycle of frustration. Her balloon was empty, and so was she. It hurt me to see her this way. There was nothing I could do or say to change how she felt. The solution to her problem existed within herself. The solution existed within herself. She tried taping the balloon, but the tape eventually fell off. She spent all her money buying new balloons, but rubber isn't meant to last forever. And the new ones always ended up with holes in them too. The solution existed within herself. The solution exists within yourself, said the voice of wisdom echoing inside her. She closed her eyes to find it. And when she finally did, she took a deep breath in. She didn't release it into a balloon. She simply just released. And in that instant, and from that moment on, she was free.